Hey, how's it going, folks? Now, I've been thinking about this topic a while now, and it's the fact that the more I think about it, the more it made me look back when I first moved to Melbourne, and I did not know the people in Melbourne. By the way, I'm originally from Sydney. That it's very, very sensitive to people. Like, obviously, one thing I did not know is not to talk about politics. Now, when I came to Melbourne, it was 2015. That's where you have the US election, which is where is this going to head to? But I'm not going to talk about that topic. And certain topics that I discuss about, it is so sensitive. And these are the three topics. Not more of religion, but it can be religion, can be politics, and as well sexual. Now, when I mean by sexual, I also mean by gender included and what's going on with the PC culture as well. And it's a lot more PC in Melbourne. And when I look back at it, and one thing that stood out to me to think about it right now is when I watched the series of the Brave New World, right? That's like, nowadays what they say about the society is a 1986 and as well the Brave New World. One thing that really stood out, and never pay attention till now, is the most cancelled word during the Brave New World is to say mother or father. So it's on the books that it's a very cursed word, and look at nowadays, it has gone to the stage that we cannot, in the future, cannot even say mother and father because of the same sex, LGBT, and etc. And amazing how certain words will trigger people in a different way, and how I get to see that in university. I can't bring up the example that on top of my mind, but I think some of the viewers, especially one of my viewers, always can comment on my videos. She would understand about this. It's very, very sensitive to talk about it, and they get offended. For example, I've got one example, right? It really popped up in my mind. R. Kelly. I like R. Kelly music, and when I mentioned that I like R. Kelly music, then people come up to me and say, "You're a rapist. You're supporting a rapist, this and that." But I'm like, hey, I don't care what he does. All right. I just like his music. No, you're a rapist. So it attacks me straight away. And when I did not know about having common sense in today's world. It's like a punishment in today's world, where you have to go to the opposite, so you don't get the clash with the people around that as well. So that's one of the things that I've seen with Melbourne, and I can't make friends because it's the fact that if you say certain words, they get offended and triggered straight away. And it's like, well, the most I talk to my friends nowadays is just food and travel. That's the only topic that I discuss. I can't discuss about any topic because it's just going to link to that type of topic that they're going to trigger. And it's very frustrating at the beginning, and now I start to realize that this state was a lefty. I did not know Melbourne was a lefty state when I first moved here. And for me to understand and how it's been education, and that's what you see on the news nowadays, what is being taught in school, especially with the climate change and as well with the vegan, that we are going to die, and as well with the LGBT stuff and X, Y, and Z. Now it's just going to get even more triggering for everyone than ever done before, the next generation. And this video will be classified as hate speech already. And it's just about the common sense nowadays. Like raising a kid to be common sense, and it's a difficult world. So yeah.